Hey guys, I'm Tye Ruotolo and I'm an orange belt and I train at I said and too many times. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm Tye Ruotolo. I'm an orange belt. I'm doing the FloGrappling tournament because I won the coin toss against my brother, but tails never fails. My favorite technique is arm bars, triangles, barambolos, bow and arrow, darts. I think I named too much.
They say greatness starts with a single step. And for Tye Ruotolo, that step toward grappling supremacy started long ago. A grappling prodigy in his youth, Tye is now firmly on a quest to prove he's not only among the world's best, he is the world's undisputed #1. A quest that has brought him through the ADCC semifinals and beyond. Tye Ruotolo isn't wasting any time. And the next name he's looking to cross off that list is none other than Craig Jones. The Australian-turned-Puerto Rico-based submission artist has slowly risen the ranks. Don't let the leopard print fool you. Now known as one of the world's most dangerous grapplers in the world, his world-class leg locks have crippled even the most toughest of gangsters. Craig has the opportunity to take out another Atos prospect and add another leg lock to his trophy wall. A true test of youth versus experience, speed versus strength, aggression versus precision, and of course, this will be another entry into the long-standing rivalry between Atos and the Danaher Death Squad. Welcome to the road to who's #1, Craig Jones versus Tye Ruotolo. Growing up on the sunny coastlines of Southern California, Tye and his brother Kade have redefined what it means to live the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. While climbing their way to the top of a grueling combat sport like submission grappling, it's important they also find time to just go with the flow.
We're here at Wind and Sea in San Diego, about to catch some waves. Just invited some of the boys, so we'll see if they can get down here too, and we're just gonna go catch some clips. Sun's out too. The water's cold, but we got our suits, so we'll be okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Yeah. Did you see that? Surfing the same amount of time we've been training. So kind of started all of our sports at the same time, like surfing, jiu-jitsu, and skating. You know, it kind of just takes your mind off, whatever stress. And when you're out in the water, you're not thinking about anything else except for when the next wave is coming. You know, you're not worried about any worries you have. So yeah, surfing is just a great escape, and it helps, good for the keeps our mind, body, and soul. Yeah, for sure. I couldn't imagine living any other lifestyle. Pretty much, wake up, train, surf, skate, whatever. It's just kind of keeps us in a good state of mind, keeps us in shape and happy. So yeah, I love what we do. Yeah, have fun. Jiu-jitsu will always be a way of life for me. It's gonna be the way I make money. Jiu-jitsu is my life, but at the same time, surfing, I can't find this feeling I get from surfing anywhere else, so they're both amazing. I love doing them both. Today we'll probably get maybe another training session in, eat, keep it mellow, and then tomorrow back at 6:15 a.m. comp class. So yeah, we'll wake up for that. I think I'm gonna eat a burrito right now. I'm kind of hungry. Nice burrito.
San Diego lifestyle.
San Diego lifestyle. Cali burrito.
The Ruotolo brothers start their day early, either on the mats or in the water. These 18-year-old phenoms always seem to be hunting down the next big wave. While San Diego boasts world-class surf, the jiu-jitsu training is even better.
is Tye Ruotolo. I'm a brown belt under Mica Galvao at Atos Jiu-Jitsu headquarters in San Diego. My style is kind of changing with every different fight, kind of picking up some new things and getting more experience, but I like to try and just keep a high pace in my matches no matter what.
Man, Tye is like another special guy, you know? He really loves to train. He has a good mindset. He likes the flow. He flows a lot, you know? He trains really aggressive, but sometimes he trains like in a fun way as well. He likes to have fun while he's training, you know?
Even the current UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, recognizes their potential.
When I roll with them, it's like playing with the ocean, except it just decides to drown you whenever it wants to. They just like smiling and just rolling with me, and we're just playing. And I'm flowing with them as well, but I realize like they'll decide to just like snap on me if they wanted to. They're really good. They're really good. One of them said, I don't actually remember when I started training. I was like, whoa. So he started when he was 2, so he doesn't remember. He just grew up, they just grew up like that.
I remember like when Kade and I started, we were like naturally like just good at jiu-jitsu. You know, like we had like a lot of fight in us. We were already like ready to go. I didn't even know what I was doing. You know, I just got potty trained, so you know, like when my mom realized like, oh wow, the boys are good. You know, like they're not losing and they're like beating everyone. You know, so like they must be pretty good. But I loved it ever since like day one. You know, and I've had a really good support system. You know, keeping me on track, and as of recently, it's been paying off. So I'm stoked.
Over 10 years of hard work came to a head at the 2019 ADCC World Championships, where Tye was a 16-year-old blue belt, overshadowed by a sea of accomplished black belts and world champions. Expectations for the newcomer were very low.
Every ADCC, there's always a new person that's debuting, that's making history, and Tye Ruotolo is going to make jiu-jitsu and submission fighting history. The youngest competitor in the history of ADCC to get on the podium.
In that first ADCC, even though I hadn't done anything professionally, you know, I had no reason to think I should win. I look at my division, I got like Tenquinho and Miao, and I'm like, you know, I'm like a 16-year-old blue belt, you know, and it's like so out of place, you know, but I've been doing jiu-jitsu my whole life. It's something that, you know, like when I have to perform, like I'm gonna be able to perform, you know, it's what I know, it's second nature.
Look at this counter, look at that beauty, mates. Oh my God, that is incredible.
Ruotolo, I can't really tell, he's got a rear naked choke on.
It's gonna be
Montevani puts the hooks in as well.
Miao actually had his leg in better position than what it is now. Now it's really nasty.
Face. Look at the grimace on Ruotolo's face, just extending that leg.
You look good, bro. I'm so happy for you. You have such a bright future.
Last couple trials I did, like I trained hard, but I didn't know what it took to be up there with the best. You know, in the last couple months I've been training so hard, and I belong with the best. So that's where the confidence is coming from, I guess, my training.
I train this guy every week, man, and it's not an easy round. It's like you don't get Tye Ruotolo with the easy round. You get Tye Ruotolo when you want the cardio round.
I kind of like try to pride myself on trying to tire my opponents out a lot. That's like my thing, and to get them tired, because when your opponent's tired, the match becomes a lot easier, you know? So that's my thing. I try to keep a high pace and look for submissions.
After tasting victory on the elite level, Tye has his sights set even higher.
I'm gonna be fighting Craig Jones. I know that he's a really, really good leg locker. You know, he's well-rounded. You know, he's got everything. He's got some takedowns. He's got good back attacks, and he's a really good fighter, and I got a lot of respect for him. But I don't take matches I don't think I can win, you know, so that's why I took the match. That's why I asked for the match. I really want an opportunity to beat him.
Back in the tropical paradise of Dorado, Puerto Rico, Craig Jones is living his own version of the jiu-jitsu lifestyle.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the spot. Come on in. Just finished training for the day. I'll probably just make a shake right now. Something pretty basic, and then we're gonna go pick up Taza, Big Dan, and we'll head to the beach. We'll probably leave Big Dan down there, let him find his own way back. Maybe Taza too after the angry rounds today. The biggest thing I miss about New York is probably just Uber Eats. I'm gonna try to make a shake, and I'm just gonna wing it today. I don't even know where all the parts to the blender are. As you can see, I don't know my way around the kitchen at all. We're gonna have to go through every drawer. Oh, we got it. We're good. We're good. And that's it. Let's hope it tastes good. Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
So there's a beach that way, no?
We'll head off to the right here. Watch out for
the iguanas. They'll whip you with their tails.
Despite his laid-back persona, the name Craig Jones has become synonymous with the word excitement in competitive grappling. Never in a boring match, Craig Jones is on the verge of becoming a grappling superstar. And since moving to Puerto Rico, Craig has become hyper-focused on one thing: submission. And as a result, he's become a modern master of finishing fights.
My name is Craig Jones, Australian, black belt. Live in the US now. Been living here on and off for probably 3 to 4 years illegally, and now living in Puerto Rico. Leg locks will be my greatest strength. Started doing leg locks leading into ADCC just out of fear that Pal Harris would be returning to the tournament. So it was mainly for self-preservation, and then I saw that it would be a tool to beat people that are better at jiu-jitsu than me. My leg lock evolution, I mean, I feel like it's getting better. I mean, I train in a room with guys that are excellent at defending leg locks, guys that really started this modern day trend. So like in the training room, probably heel hook no one. But then obviously I'm not competing against the DDS, so when I come out here, I feel a lot of progression. But I think the leg lock game's still evolving. People are still perfecting it as people work out better and better counters and escapes.
Craig is one of the hardest working, most cerebral and fastest progressing athletes I've ever worked with. Unfortunately, like many of my athletes, Craig kind of gets dismissed as a leg lock guy. People have no idea. He's an absolutely outstanding guard passer. His back control is right up there with the very best in the world. There's so much more to Craig Jones than what most people understand. It's just that he's so good at leg locks that many of his matches finish quickly in that fashion.
I would honestly rather get submitted than put on a boring match. I'm going to take some risks. Obviously not the same level of risk as a guy like Gary Tonin, but I'm going to take calculated risk because I really care that when you look at my record, there are lots and lots of finishes.
Yep, got it. Wow. It's going to roll forward. Oh, he gets the top.
The Roberto match was pretty fundamental, sort of invert to the legs. I mean, we went toe-to-toe really, like where Roberto, which I respect about him, isn't running out of there. He's trying to counter my attacks.
Craig is pretty much one of the best guys in the world in this position, and he's going on the inside heel hook.
He has it. He has it.
There it is. Verbal submission. Craig Jones gets the finish.
With Ronaldo was giving me more typical responses, which, I mean, is to say that he's in front of me. He's looking for his opportunity to pass, but there's any sign of danger, he's out of there. So what I had to do with Ronaldo, which would be more sort of cutting edge technique, is just I had to control his feet, get a sort of an inside knee pull there, and then I had both options. I had an entry to cross arch you or an entry to 50-50, and it keeps me safe.
Got the heel. He's got the heel here. He's got the heel, and there's the tap. Craig Jones gets the finish here at who's number one.
I'll be honest, I don't think we saw the best Ronaldo in that match. I could only assume that maybe he was planning something later in the match. So I felt relieved to get the win, and really I just hit that one. I was focused on the next event.
Luckily for Craig, the next up-and-coming Atto star was already calling him out.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tye Ruotolo will be taking on Craig Jones at our next Who's Number One. A little unexpected, I think. Not too many people were expecting Tye to come out, and Craig, I don't know about you, man, but it feels like you may have a target on your back in this one.
Yeah, for sure. So I heard Tye was calling for this match for a while, but I really wanted to wait till he was 18 because I couldn't live with myself if I lost to a kid.
For me, I enjoy a fun challenge. And when I think of a good challenge, I like to think of opponents that are going to be aggressive. You know, like, the more I do this, the less I can be bothered dealing with stalling opponents. And that's when I heard that Tye Ruotolo had been calling me out a bunch. So yeah, I mean, I just figured, yeah, fun match.
Stylistically, I think it's a good fight for me. And He's got good leg entanglements, it's no secret. You know, he's got good leg attacks, and that's kind of my thing now, is shutting it down, and I'm excited to fight him. I think I can beat him. That's why I wanted to fight him.
In no way am I going to compete against Tye, and he's going to play it safe. Say like it goes terribly for him and I put him in a heel hook. As long as he taps, there's nothing lost. So him challenging the better guys at the start, good or bad, it's just going to be learning experience for him to help develop his career. So in my opinion, the rewards sort of outweigh the risks, and that's even if he does lose, because he gets experience competing at the highest level, and that'll be experience he'll take with him again, only 18 years old.
The thought of a difficult challenge has never deterred Tye Ruotolo. In fact, the doubters have only motivated the young phenom to reach new heights. When they said his match with Nicky Ryan was too much too soon, he silenced the critics with his relentless submission attacks.
Look at the way the leg work he passes over now. He's got Ryan on the run at this point.
He hasn't slowed down a bit throughout this entire match.
Your winner, out of the blue corner, Tye Ruotolo.
But nothing worth winning ever comes easy. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them.
Just over a year ago, he competed at 66 kilos. That's about 146 pounds. The handle, the crown of the head, and really put it down. It is a takedown from Ruotolo.
Going through the match with Cody, I didn't get to train a lot, you know, so I was really kind of curious to see how that one would go. That's why I just knew I was going to stay calm, stay prepared, and try and get him tired.
That was impressive.
That was a significant takedown.
Yeah, I like how Tye is trying to keep the weight forward. You know, he's off his knees.
His passing is very effective, and his passes lead to his dashes. So you defending his passing is what allows him to capture the dash. You sort of overcommit with frames, and with those long arms, he's able to cinch it up. I think his second greatest strength is probably just his heart.
Once again, he's just always working. He never settles into position. Well, it's been pretty clear Tye Ruotolo has just been relentless with his attacks. Oh, and we see this Ruotolo answer back with a heel hook of his own.
Going for it.
Going for the inside heel hook here. About 2.5 minutes remaining, and there is a finish!
Yeah.
Tye Ruotolo with the heel hook finish.
No matter how tired he is, he's gonna keep coming. I think he breaks a lot of guys with that pressure. Again, crazy heart, just keeps going and going and going. I think the key to the Ruotolo brothers' victory is their ability to move. And I think I should have the strength and size advantage to stifle his movement and control him. If I cannot do that, it's going to be a very, very tough match.
Grappling fans, we've got some big news for you today, and unfortunately, it's not great news. Craig Jones is out of Who's Number One this weekend. We are heartbroken, and he is upset about it because he wanted this match more than anybody.
Just days before Craig Jones and Tye Ruotolo were set for action, unexpected medical circumstances sidelined the talented Australian and forced him out of his April 30th showdown. However, the last-minute change in opponent didn't seem to faze Tye Ruotolo. Now taking on rising star William Tackett, the goal remained the same: dominate. And much to everyone's surprise, Tye Ruotolo did just that.
Foot sweep there, look at that. Oh my word, out the back door, and has got the seatbelt. Ruotolo, one hook in and then turns it into top position right here. Look at that, beautifully timed diving guard pass over the top and into the mount here. Ruotolo settles down into top position. This is big.
And now he's mashing the face, making things really nasty for William.
And Tye just seems to have settled into a very comfortable pace where he is just in full control now. Oh, he's gone an arm around the neck. He's gone high on the upper body. This is the true evolution of jiu-jitsu right here. You've seen two of the brightest up-and-coming stars in no-gi grappling.
And your winner, Tye Ruotolo.
Tye Ruotolo, man, that was an action-packed 15 minutes. It has become something of your trademark. You love to pour the pressure on your opponents, and that's exactly what you did here against William Tackett.
Thank you so much. I plan on doing the same thing to Craig next time.
I have a feeling Craig Jones is going to be watching that match very carefully. Is that what we can expect should you now go up against Craig Jones next?
100%. That's why I asked for the match. You know, that's what I believe I can do the same thing I did tonight to him. So Hope he heals quick and we can get it sometime soon.
Undeterred by the circumstances, Tye Ruotolo is once again calling out the game's most feared submission hunter. And this time, on June 18th, it's happening.
This is dangerous. He's straight in on that inside heel hook. He gets the finish. It is over.
Once again, the lights will come down on the Who's Number One stage. It features the world's best grapplers, all vying for a chance to be considered the undisputed number one.
I don't see myself losing to Craig. I see myself getting past his guard and putting a pressure on him. And I think for sure I have the skill set to avoid the heel hook. I've never been as much prepared as I am right now, you know. A win over him will be good. I don't know what's gonna come after that. You know, we'll see who I get to fight after, but you know, stylistically that's a good fight for me and I'm excited to take it.
You've got two guys who are on a trajectory to become two of the best in the world. Arguably of all time. They've both got that potential, but they're completely different in the way they go. And that's a compelling match.
But as the man says, victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay the price.
A win over Tye is sort of like, I'm saving that win for a later date. It's sort of me just beating these young guys at the beginning of their career so I don't have to do it again later on in their career. The fans should tune into this match just because it's two guys that are going to try and kill each other. We bring everything to Jiu-Jitsu that the fans want to see. And everything we're going to do is going to be focused on the finish. Hey Tye, I hope you bring an exciting game, and I hope it's not so exciting it beats me.
Get all your questions answered and see the world's best grapplers earn victory. Watch it all unfold right here on FloGrappling.